Namaste Krishna Rao garu, welcome to IYR Talks English edition. In this episode, I just want to take your reflections and opinion on one important issue. That is, recently we have seen in the news that Sri Swamy he has filed a PIL in Supreme Court to find out the pros and cons, the realities of in the Laddu matter, and he sought for a thorough CBI inquiry. So that's what he thought, and he is fighting out. I know that he is a man of a lot of knowledge. In fact, when you were the EO and all that, I remember that Anandalayam, Anantaswarnamayam. He fought to the last and tried to see that the proposal initiated by the board and Adiketsul Naidu team is thwarted, and then you have given the gold and other things to the other people and all that, and that's how you have really saved the temple from consequences of covering it with the golden frame. So such was person is Mr. Swamy, and what do you think his attempt this time to ask for a CBI inquiry?
Yeah, I think he's the right person, and he will definitely get an order which can set the whole thing in its right perspective. I remember about that Anandalayam Anantaswarnamayam case. Adiketsul Naidu was the chairman, and he wanted to make Tirumala temple like the golden temple of Vellore. So he wanted all the walls to be covered with gold plates. That was the issue on which Swamy filed a PIL at that time. And it was a very fine distinction that he has drawn when I went through the affidavit. What he mentioned is, the board is a secular body looking after the secular administration of the temple. When you are talking of the wall of the temple is part of the religious structure, which means it's a religious activity, whatever is happening in and around it. So the board has no role in the religious activity, and since has no power to cover it with golden thing. Of course, a lot of other things about the ancientity, the institution should not be tinkered with, the archaeological permission, all these issues were there. But essential, most important thing is the religious and the secular functions. And a board which performs secular functions cannot interfere in the religious structure. That's a point on which he took up. And the High Court upheld his point of view and stopped the Anandalayam Anantaswarnamayam project. Then Adiketsul Naidu didn't stop there. He went to the Supreme Court and got a stay on the ex parte stay on the High Court order. Then this man shouted at the judges, how can you give an order without hearing me? And then they had to reverse their order and withdraw that stay order which they gave it, and subsequently, of course, the whole project went up. So now that he has taken up this issue, let's see, the real truth should come out. How and what happened, and whether there's any intentional default somewhere, or some person have tried to make some money and in the process something has happened or nothing has happened. The truth will come out, I'm sure, and I think it's posted on 30th, and it should clear a lot of cobwebs and doubts on this issue which have crept into the minds of the bhaktas.
Yes, I think truth should always prevail, and many devotees and many people having faith in these things are anxiously awaiting the pronouncement with the Supreme Court and the course of action to be taken on this issue. Thank you.